Hello. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to create a company, how to create its ledger and its accounting vouchers through a question. So I'll just show you what the question is. So this is a question. I'll read it. Create a company with the name of FTP where there is no inventory and following are the closing balances of FTP company for the year ending 31st March 2020. So following would be the balances, ledger balances for the FTP company for the year ending 31st March 2020. So the ledger balances are capital account 3 lakh, capital reserve 1,75,000, General Reserve 55,000, Furniture 75,000, HDFC Bank 2 lakh, ABC Limited who are debtors 45,000, cash 20,000, XYZ Limited that who are creditors 30,000, profit 32,000. Following are the accounting entries during financial year 2021. So the first entry is on 1st April 2020, introduce a capital of rupees 50,000. Second entry, purchase computer for office use from Computer World of rupees 45,000 on 1st April 2020. Third, paid salary through HDFC Bank for account department, marketing department, and HR department of rupees 10,000, 15,000, 8,000 on 2nd April 2020. Fourth, withdraw cash of rupees 10,000 for office use on 2nd April 2020 with a check amounting rupees with the check number 112234. Fifth entry, on 1st May 2020, received check of Axis Bank of rupees 42,500 with full and final settlement from ABC Limited, who was our debtor. Show the balance sheet at the end of 31st March 2021. So here in this question, you need to create a company with FTP name where there is no inventory. That is, you need to maintain accounts only whose financial year, though you need to maintain your balance sheet at the end of 31st March 2020, you need to show the balance sheet for that period. Therefore, you need to begin the financial year beginning from 1st April 2020. So let's firstly create the company. I'm using Tally 9.0. I need to create the company. I'll click on create. I do not have any other information other than FTP company where the company is maintaining accounts only, where financial year begins from 2020. There's no Tally Vault password. I don't want to change any base currency information. and I click on Y. So my FTP company with accounts only whose financial year begins from 1st April 2020 is being created. So this is what the information was there given while there in the question was there we can use for creation of the company. Now just again, we'll go back to the question. So the next part, they had given us the ledger balances. These are the closing balances of the previous year, that was 31st March, which ended at on 31st March 2020. So the opening balances for my financial year would be these. So let's create the ledger accounts. So in order to create the ledger accounts, we'll go on our homepage, that is Gateway of Tally. I'll click on Accounts Info, enter ledgers, and I'll create multiple ledgers because there are many ledgers in the question. I'll select all items. The first is capital. With the name of capital, and it will be under the head of capital account. Opening balance is given 3 lakhs. Enter. Next was given as capital reserve. So capital reserve will be under your reserves and surplus with the amount of 1,75,000. General reserve, again under the head of reserve and surplus with the amount 55,000. Furniture is a fixed asset and the amount is 75,000. Then HDFC Bank, it will come under bank, that is bank accounts. Amount is 2 lakhs. Next is ABC Limited. Who are our sundry debtors, and the amount is 45,000. So the bill-wise breakup is they are asking, but nothing such information is being given. So I'll just click on yes, enter. Then cash amount is given, and cash is not to be made. This ledger is not to be made. It is automatically. So I'll just skip the cash ledger. Then they are asking me to prepare XYZ Limited, who are our sundry creditors with the amount 30,000. And the last ledger is profit. And again, similar way, I do not have to create profit. So I'll just click on yes. Now I need to feed cash and profit amount as well. So I'll just go on alter all items and will go on cash in hand, and my amount is 20,000. Similarly, under profit and loss account, I'll go and I'll write down the amount, that is 32,000. So I'll just repeat cash and profit and loss account You do not need to create the ledgers because they are automatically created in the Tally software. So hence, if the amount or opening balances are being there, so you just need to go to the alter option under the ledger and just write down the amount. I'm just pressing enter and I'll just save this data. Now I'm pressing escape, coming out of it. Going back to the question. So you have created ledger balances. The next is following and other accounting entries during the financial year 2021. So these are the accounting entries which you need to pass in your accounting voucher. So now let's click on accounting voucher. And you can see accounting voucher shows use of single mode. So I'll just press F12 and just do some of my changes, configuration changes in accounting vouchers. I won't skip. I don't want to skip the date. So I'll just press no over here. I do not want single entry mode system. So I'm pressing no. I want balances as on the voucher date. So yes. Use debit credit instead of to buy during entry. Yes. And just I'll click enter, 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 enter. Now my payment voucher is there. Contra voucher, receipt voucher, journal voucher, sales voucher, and purchase voucher. So let's pass on the first entry. So the first entry is on 1st April 2020, introduce capital of rupees 50,000. So the first entry would be cash to capital. So we are receiving cash in form of capital. Therefore, it would be under receipt voucher. We are receiving plus it is either in the form of cash or bank. So it is in the form of cash. Hence, we'll be putting it up into the receipt voucher. The date was given as 1st April. So I'll just stick to that date. Credit would be capital with the amount 50,000. Debit would be cash with the 50,000. So narration, if you like to give a narration, you may. Otherwise, you can skip it. So the second accounting entry is purchase computer for office use from Computer World of rupees 45,000 on 1st April 2020. So the journal entry for this second entry would be computers to Computer World. So you have purchased computer from the computer world. Okay. So the entry here would be computer to computer world. So let's see in which voucher it would be. So will it be in the contra voucher? Contra voucher, the entries will be where there is cash and bank, both in credit and debit side. But here there is no cash and no bank. So we won't be using contra voucher. Payment voucher, we have purchased computer from Computer World. So we have not paid them in any form right now. So not in cash. So it will not be in a payment voucher again. Receipt voucher, you're not receiving anything in the form of cash or bank, so not again in the receipt voucher. Sales, you're not selling any inventory. Purchase voucher, you're not purchasing any inventory, which is inventory is basically the stock which you are dealing for daily operation. Last comes out to be journal voucher where there is no entry related to cash, bank, or there is no entry related to the stock. So the entry of second number accounting entry would be computers to computer world would be passed into journal voucher. The date is same, 1st April 2020. Debit would be computers. Now, have you created computers in your ledger voucher, in your ledger accounts? No. So the shortcut, now the shortcut to create a ledger while passing accounting entries in the accounting voucher would be Alt plus C. While pressing Alt plus C in your working under vouchers would take you to the ledger creation of single mode. So now I can write down computers. Computer is my fixed asset and I'll accept yes. The computers which I have bought is of 45,000. Now credit again. Computer world was not being created as my ledger. So I'll again press Alt plus C and will go to my creation button and I'll write down computer world who will be my sundry creditor. And press yes. So again, they are asking me bill-wise details and I do not have that as given in the question. So I'll just keep on clicking on enter, enter. And this particular entry is saved. My third entry is paid salary through HDFC for accounts department, marketing department, and HR department of rupees 10,000, 15,000, and 8,000 on 2nd April 2020. So here the accounting entry will be salary to HDFC account. An addition of 10, 15, and 8,000. That is 33,000. So now let's again see in which voucher will this entry will be passed. So this is related to salary, though as I told you, the entry would be salary to HDFC. So will it be a contra entry? No, because cash and bank both are not involved in the debit or credit side. It's a receipt, you're not receiving anything, you're paying something. So payment voucher के under you are paying salary from bank. So the date is 2nd April. So I'll just type 2nd April 2020. Debit will be salary. So again, you have not created salary voucher, salary ledger. So click on Alt plus C. Create salary, which comes under indirect expenses. And write down the amount as 33,000. Credit will be your HDFC, and FTP company already has a bank account of from HDFC company. So I'll just click on HDFC, 33,000. Press enter, accept. This is the third accounting entry. Fourth accounting entry is withdraw cash of rupees 10,000 for office use on 2nd April 2020 with a check of 11/22/34. So the entry here will be basically your drawings. So therefore cash to HDFC. Ticket. So not drawings for your personal use, but basically for the office use. Therefore, cash to HDFC. So cash to HDFC here, cash is also involved, bank is also involved. So therefore, a contra voucher will be used. Date is 2nd April. Credit will be HDFC with the amount 10,000. Cash debit 10,000. Last entry on 1st May 2020 received a check of Axis Bank of rupees 42,500 with full and final settlement from ABC Limited. ABC Limited was our debtors and whose balances, opening balances was 45,000. So I'm settling them with 42,500. So that means I have given a discount to them. Therefore, the entry would be Axis Bank account debited 42,500. Discount allowed debited 2,500 to ABC Limited 45,000. So you are receiving a check. Yes, you're receiving a check from ABC Limited. So therefore, you will be passing this entry in receipt voucher where the date is 5th of May, 1st of May, sorry, 1st of May 2020. Credit will be ABC Limited with amount 45,000. Debit Axis Bank. So Axis Bank is not there. It's not being prepared as a ledger account. So I'll just click on Alt plus C and will create Axis Bank. It will be under banks. And the amount will be 42,500. Press enter. Discount allowed is also not there. So again, Alt plus C in order to create its ledger. Indirect expense. 2,500. So this is how your accounting entries are passed in your accounting voucher. Now you need to show the balance sheet at the end of 31st March 2021. So I'll go under reports balance sheet and I can just see that what are and how things are there. If I want to go in detailed, I can see the detailed values under my balance sheet. Hence, Thank you for watching the video. This is how a question of tally is done.